This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Dr. Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
And welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Bradley Summers from the Boys and Girls Club of Alpena. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Nancy.
Happy New Year.
Hey, thank you. Happy New Year to you.
And next year is going to be, or not next year, this year, it is the new year. It's going to be a wonderful, exciting year. Not a whole lot to report on the new facility yet, but it's definitely yours, and definitely plans are on paper for how wonderful it's going to be.
Yeah, we've, looking to the future, we're very excited about the potential and the possibilities of where we're going. This new facility, the Old East Campus, Alpena Catholic Central High School, that we purchased back in November, is definitely a huge part of our strategic focus moving forward. We're in huge need and dire need of a larger facility.
You are.
And this is giving us that opportunity to be able to serve more kids more often, to be able to do bigger and better things, to do more collaborations and partnerships and with other agencies, and being able to bring more people in to help the kids and provide more resources, and just for us to have more programming spaces is enormous.
And you know, you're going to be rolling out your capital campaign. I just encourage everyone to give till it feels good, because it's a wonderful, wonderful venture, and it's something that's so needed in our community.
Well, you know, in Alpena, the Boys and Girls Club has been in Alpena since 1926. For 94 years, we've been serving the community, and we're only able to serve the community because of the people that live here.
Right.
So, you know, as we move forward and we roll out the capital campaign, the more support that we have, the more potential that we have to do what we want to do with the building. You know, it's a great facility as it is, but major updates and renovations need to happen, and you know, we're really looking for as much support as we possibly can to make these things happen for us.
Okay, and so just tell everybody to keep listening and watching. Yep. You'll definitely hear about it.
Oh, you'll hear a lot about it here very soon.
And talk about hearing about it. You just have to get kind of close to the club, and you can hear the joyful noise and the fun activities that are taking place there.
Oh, especially lately. Just over the past year, 2019 was a absolute banner year for us. We set our precedent for amount of kids in our building. We've surpassed all of our goals when it comes to the programming that we want to provide, the kids attending, all kinds of metrics that we put out as goals for our 2019 year. We hit them all, and you know, we're seeing upwards of 115 to 125 kids a day.
Amazing.
And if you've ever been in our facility, that's a lot of kids.
That is a lot of kids.
So, you know, we're very excited about the future, where it's going to bring us, and how we can better serve this community and better serve the kids that live here.
And before we run out of time, we want to make sure we talk about your bowling fundraiser.
Yes. So the bowling fundraiser is one of our two biggest fundraisers of the year. This one helps support our mentoring program, as you know, as a mentor yourself.
Yes.
You know, this is it's a really fun, family-filled night. It's taking place March 15th at the Thunderbolt Lanes. And we ask that people come together with a team of 4, come out and support the program and support the event. There's lots of giveaways. You know, bring your kids, come on down, enjoy some pizza, enjoy a drink, and
people dress crazy.
Yeah, people dress all kinds of craziness. And there's prizes for best team names. There's prizes for raffle giveaways and things of that nature. You know, it's just it's a great time with a lot of great people that come together to support mentoring in our community and mentoring for our mentoring initiatives at the Boys and Girls Club.
You know, maybe if someone can't afford to help financially, maybe they can come and be a volunteer or donate a gift or something.
Absolutely. We're always looking for some giveaways. We're always looking for anybody that wants to even just help sit at a table and direct people on where to go. Any help is appreciated, and we love volunteers.
Okay, and I know you have some fun classes that are coming up where a bigs mentor the littles, or
We are. So, we're celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day on not just the day itself,
Right.
but throughout a couple different weeks. And one of the initiatives that we're doing is the High School Bigs program, which is high school age kids actually help mentor some of our littles, some of the little kids. And what they're doing some educational programming. They're learning about Martin Luther King Jr., learning about diversity, and it's through a program called Youth for Unity as well, which is
Okay.
actually a program sponsored through the First Congregational Church here in Alpena. It's one of the initiatives to really educate the young people in our community about diversity and about bigotry, and about discrimination, and how to prevent these things, and make these kids better, help make these kids better citizens moving forward, and be more cognizant of the world that we live in. Some of the things that they're doing too is putting together hygiene bags that they're donating to organizations around the community, and they're doing a lot of reading programs too, and it's just an opportunity where the older members help the younger members, and hopefully that cycle continues where those little kids will become the older kids helping the younger kids later on down the road.
And it works, it really works. And I'm
does.
so glad you're doing it rather than just one day, that you're doing it for a while, because, it's a message that needs to be heard more than once a year.
Exactly. Martin Luther King Jr.'s message, about bringing people together, and about peace, and about, the wonderful things that he brought, is a message that we want to portray to the
Absolutely.
kids. So it's important.
Okay, what are your hours this time of year?
Our hours are 2:30 to 6.
Okay.
Then we also have our teen nights, which go until 8 o'clock. So
Okay.
from 6 until 8, we have teen hours on Fridays.
Okay.
But yeah, we're rocking and rolling Monday through Friday. Of course, we have the food program as well.
Yes.
Every day the kids get fed at 4:30, free of charge. And you don't even have to be a member. You can 18 years and younger, and you can stop in and eat with us.
All that for a very affordable price every year if somebody wants to sponsor a family.
Yep, $20 a year for a membership.
That's amazing. And I know there's a little mailing that just came in the mail, so if anyone got that, please fill it out and send it back.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
You
I forgot
bet.
to mention that as well.
Yeah, I remember all these things. Okay, we have about one more minute left, so I just want to thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to hearing all the good news about your new facility, because I've been to the old facility, and I see the repairs, I see the crowded spaces, I see the slanted floors, I see all the things in there that you work around it. Kids don't even seem to notice any of that, but when the building's empty and you're there, you see that we need a better place for the children in our community, especially when you're having 115 kids a day.
Yeah, and it's just, it's the quality of what we're projecting on the community and to the kids
Right.
and to the parents. Ourselves as staff, we see, the little things that need to be repaired, and they get repaired, but it's just putting a Band-Aid on
Right.
things.
Right.
And we've looked at all kinds of different resources. We've looked at different buildings. We've looked all over at how to put ourselves in the forefront of youth development services in the community, and a new building, a new location is just the way we want to go. We've looked at every way to steward what we have the best way that we can, and the East Campus location was by far one of the best options that we've looked at, and we're really excited about
We
it.
are too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'll be right back with Huron Humane Society following these messages. Back, I'm with Huron Humane Society. I have Cindy Johnson and Stacy Newhouse, and I also have Piper. Stacy, tell me about Piper.
Piper is an 11-year-old rat terrier. He is full of energy,
Yes.
full of life still. Just because he's 11 doesn't mean he's up there in age yet. We were just playing fetch in the hall before we came to see you. He was a surrender, and he's just a sweet little old man looking for a good home and a big backyard to play in.
Do you know if he's good with kids? And
I'm not 100% sure on that. It was a young couple that had them. They
Okay.
did not have children.
Okay.
He's good with cats, though. They did have a cat.
okay.
So,
And he sure is good with everyone around here.
social butterfly, yeah.
Yep. So Cindy, what would it take for us to adopt Piper?
You have to put in an application, and then Stacy will determine, go through the process and determine best fit for Piper. He does have special needs. He has an ear
Okay.
issue. He's been doing really well with it. Stacy's been keeping on top of Stacy's been keeping on top of
Taking care
the
of it.
meds and taking care of it, so they're healing nicely. Yeah, he's a good boy.
And having stopped by there a week or so ago, I'm always just amazed that when you open the door, I smell fresh scent of laundry and clean. That place is so clean it squeaks.
Yeah, we try really hard.
Well, it works.
Yeah.
And Stacy, I know you have a lot of good volunteers there. Tell me what a volunteer could possibly do there.
They come in and then they fill out the paperwork. There's always cleaning, dog walking, cat petting, playing in the cat room. We also have lots of dishes and lots of laundry and mopping, so there's a lot more to it than just cuddling the animals and walking the dogs, but just a lot of housekeeping and loving on the animals to make sure they're happy and healthy.
Yes. And Cindy, you're always looking for donations. Tell me what kind of donations are beneficial.
We're always looking-
Money.
Money is always helpful. We have lots of medical expenses and things like that, but if people want to give us items, laundry soap, bleach, wet cat food, wet dog food, paper towels, all of those things that we use every single day. So if you use it in your household, we use it 100 times at the shelter. That's we just go through a lot of cleaning supplies to take care of the animals.
Okay.
At the shelter right now, we're in Kitten Palooza.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! In the last 3 days,
Yep.
we've had 3 moms give birth. So one of them's giving birth this morning, so far she's had 4. Nutmeg had 4 the day before, and we have Eve who had 1 kitten.
Okay.
So maternity is full of kittens
Yes.
again.
And what about your puppies?
Puppies.
Well,
They're so cute.
we went through all the adoption applications, and they've all been spoken for except one.
Okay.
Mercedes is the little special needs girl, and every day I've been working with her. She has a little crooked out foot, so
Okay.
we've been doing therapy with her to get her to stand upright and keep her foot forward. And then as of today, before we came in, we just received 2 6-week-old hound, Siberian Husky, Lab, and I think German Shepherd mix puppies.
Wow.
A boy and a girl. And I guess their mommy basically abandoned them at 3 weeks of age, so they had to basically fend for themselves. They're already potty trained and they're already eating
Wow.
kibble, so they're up for adoption as well.
And we just put them up on our webpage.
Just today.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we can look and see them. I bet they're cute.
They
I know
are.
the other puppies were adorable.
Yeah.
Any animals that are available for adoption immediately when we put them in our system go up on our webpage. So
Okay.
people can go to the HuronHumaneSocietyInc.org at any time and see an updated list of all animals. And even the kittens that are being born right now, we put those up as well because people can pre-adopt them. So if they see one that speaks to them, they can pre-adopt that kitten, and when it's ready to go home, it's theirs.
All right. So any events coming up?
Yes, we're working on the gala.
Yes.
Fun.
The gala will be April 4th
Okay.
at the depot this year.
Okay.
We're going to have a 20s theme again since it's 2020, so we're going to do it with a twist. So we're deep in planning for the gala. So that's coming
Yay.
up. And the Fur Bowl will come up as well in the spring. We just have to set the date for that. And we'll work
Okay. But you need donations for the gala.
donations for the gala. So we'll have a live and silent auction,
Okay.
like we always do. So anyone who wants to donate an item, get a hold of us, drop it at the shelter. We'll take anything. And if you want to sponsor anything, we have sponsorships. You can
Oh, okay.
sponsor the live auction, silent auction. Last year we had people that sponsored the bid paddles. So we sponsor, it helps to raise money for the shelter, and if you have a business, it gets your business.
And it's really a fun event, and there's an eclectic mix of people from our community. And I know, like the noise at the Boys and Girls Club, it gets loud and noisy, and people really have a fun time.
They do have a fun time at the gala. It's a great evening. We work really hard, and it's all for the animals, and we hope to have another successful one.
Yes, you will. And are there any other dogs that are adoptable?
Besides the puppies, Piper, because we just adopted out
Chevy and Portia went
so they went
yesterday
home.
and the day before.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So
Dogs come in and dogs
Piper's
go
still available though.
Yes. And Piper's wonderful.
out.
Good boy.
And I just would like to introduce Stacy. Stacy's our
Yes,
shelter manager.
I know
should
Stacy,
have
so-
said- I should have let the public know that before we started, but she's tests all of our animals. She's our shelter manager. She's just wonderful. So come in and see her. She's just bright and fun, and fantastic to have her.
Yes, and we're excited to have you as part of the team, Stacy.
you.
It's an important place in our community, and we need somebody important to be in charge of it, and that is you.
Fills my soul.
Good, I'm so
Yeah.
glad to hear it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, anything else exciting? I know you have 50% off in Retail's boutique.
That was for Christmas. That's passed.
Okay.
So, but we're right now we're in the process of getting the boutique back up. You know, because once you take Christmas all
Right.
down, then you know, just like at home, you have this mess.
Right,
So,
exactly.
we're straightening around, cleaning up, adding some more items to
Good.
it. So, Retails is an arm of our fundraising, so it helps us do what we do for the animals. So it's really important.
And also meet and greets. If anyone out there thinks that they'd like to be a host or a sponsor for a meet and greet, we'll have some wonderful kittens.
Yes, we will. And meet and greets are fantastic and most people do cats for meet and greets, but it's a fantastic way to get them out, get them socialized, be in the public. It gets them adopted. We had 2 kittens at City Hall last week. Somebody went in to pay their taxes, and before the kittens were back to us, they came and adopted them.
Oh, that's
So it's
awesome. It
just-
works.
It works.
And
It
fostering too. If someone would like to foster a couple of kittens, you really don't want them full time, but if you'd like to foster them and get them socialized and get them potty trained and do all those fun things, we sure can use someone to do that too.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, I believe we're just about out of time. Stacy, once again, congratulations on
so
your
much.
new position. Excited to have you as part of the team. Cindy, please let all the volunteers and staff know how much we appreciate all they do for the animals in our community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster, president of Alpena Community College. Pleased to go solo here this morning. I have some data I'd like to share with you folks about the college and how the college is going. And let's jump in right away. So, spring semester enrollment. Spring semester is the semester we're currently in. Our ACC enrollment was up 5.1% in head count and down 0.9% in credit hours compared to the same semester, spring semester last year, 2019. In the fall, we were up 4.5%, both in head count and credit hours, which was the best of the 28 Michigan community colleges. So another good semester. I can't overstate how challenging enrollment is statewide. Nearly every college is down, and some substantially so. And it's going to be challenging for a number of years out. There's fewer young people. Economy's good. The demographic of, say, 25 to 40-year-old folks that are coming back for retraining, that has really evaporated in a lot of ways. And so here are some numbers from neighboring colleges. Delta, our neighbor to the south, in Bay City, Saginaw, Midland, they're down 4% in credit hours and 4.2% in head count. Gogebic, which is in the far west of the UP, down 8.9% in credit hours and down 4.2% in head count. Kirtland Community College to the west, down 1% in credit hours and 2.9% in head count. North Central and Petoskey, down 5.7% in credit hours and 1% down in head count. Montcalm, which is very similar to ACC, it's kind of a, the similarity is striking. They're down by Alma and Mount Pleasant, down 9.2% in credit hours and 8.2% in head count. Northwestern Michigan College in Traverse City, down 4% in credit hours and 3.9% in head count. And Monroe in the far southeast corner of the state, down 13.8% in credit hours and 13.7% in head count. A very challenging semester for them. The college budgeted to be down 3%. We thought that was conservative and smart. So we will finish in the black this semester on tuition and fees revenue. An important thing to remember there is about 40% or slightly more than 40% of our near $15 million budget, the revenue side of the budget, comes from tuition and fees. So how enrollment rolls out is a very significant piece for us. Early college and dual enrollment are driving enrollment growth at ACC. Early college is up 44.6% in credit hours and 73% in head count. This is our relationship with APS, and we thank them and the community for the investment in that. Dual enrollment is up 11% in credit hours, 14% in head count. That is also APS, but a dozen other K-12s, from Sheboygan down to Eau Gray, as far west as Joburg, the 4 K-12s in Iosco County, Elkona, Hillman, Fairview, Posen, Ottaway, Rogers City, Hillman, and Atlanta. So that's the enrollment situation, stable but challenging. In terms of our Van Laer Hall project, news there is Senate Bill 152 was sent to Governor Gretchen Whitmer in December, and she signed it, and it contained a $500,000 Michigan Enhancement Grant Award for the ACC's Healthy Future Start Here Van Laer Hall renovation project. This was led very ably, persistently, and I'd say very professionally by Senator Jim Stamas. He really carried the ball for us on that, and it was an important piece of the funding for that, final piece of the funding for that project. Representative Sue Aller also played a key role in that, so we want to thank them both for their support of ACC. They're wonderful supporters of the college. Just in that project, we started this week, and so that's exciting. Since July, we've landed three large pieces of funding that really nailed that project down. And that was a $500,000 grant from USDA, a distance learning and telemedicine grant, that's federal, a $2.25 million Title III grant from the United States Department of Education, also federal, and then this Michigan Enhancement Grant for $500,000. So we're excited to move ahead. The window for completion is between now and the end of December this year. It's an aggressive time frame, but we hope to meet it. An IPEDS report that comes out annually shows ACC compared to a number of other community colleges and universities. And I think this is interesting too. It's a mandatory report that every college that gets federal financial aid, and that's virtually all of them except maybe for Hillsdale College, submits. So it's not a perfect instrument, but it shows some interesting data. ACC, we can compare to other community colleges in this report, small ones, rural ones, and we compare to Bay, Glen Oaks, Gogebic, Kirtland, Mid-Michigan, Montcalm, North Central, Southwestern, and West Shore. These are the small rural community colleges in Michigan. And here are some of the data highlights. A significant higher number of full-time enrollment, 670 at ACC versus an average of 523 at other schools. More associate's degrees awarded, 262 versus 209. Average net price, less than half of the comparison schools. Our retention rate, 65% versus 57%. Graduation rates, about 12% higher than the comparison schools. And our instructional expense, what we pay to staff, faculty, is higher by about 10%. So we think that's a smart move. And at ACC, we're interested in students succeeding, the community succeeding. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to talking again next week. Thank you very much.